Welcome back to Swanee Sports Academy here on Court 4, here on ProspectNationsTV.com with the help of SUV TV. We got game number 2 here of the afternoon session. This is the underclassmen, as we see a strong start here by number 6, Gabby Lupardis.
Yes.
On the broadcast is Jonathan Hemingway here from Peach State Basketball, as well as myself, Jeff Benedict. We appreciate all of you that are listening at home, watching your granddaughters, your nieces, friends, whatever the case may be. We appreciate your time this afternoon. We've got 2 16-minute halves, each with a running clock. It doesn't stop for fouls, timeouts, anything like that. I didn't realize until today just how much this Skylar Diggins Nike headband, not necessarily the headband, but I don't know what to call it, is really taking off.
Well, Jeff, all you got to do is just follow Skylar Diggins on Twitter.
Oh, I
do.
And
she'll retweet all of those girls out, and it'll say, "Hey, I just got my Skylar Diggins headband, in the mail today," and she'll retweet it. I mean, and of course, come to a couple tournaments or camps, and as you can see, they all got it.
Chaplin there with a nice putback, starting right where she left off from the previous game.
Yeah, a couple of kids to watch in this one. You mentioned her already, number 6, Gabby Lupardis from West Virginia. Another one of those West Virginia Thunder kids. We saw Gerald's early.
They got some great young talent coming out of West Virginia.
Yeah, we mentioned Michelle Johnson in the older group. Coach Scott Johnson just does a fantastic job of identifying talent, and there you see Chaplin again. She's out of North Carolina, but Coach Johnson, West Virginia, identifies talent and then really just develops them. They always, really play with a lot of basketball IQ.
I didn't remember his daughter until I saw him. And, of course, he's kind of hard to miss.
Yes.
Once I saw him today talking to Brandon afterwards, I realized who she was. And they've been to quite a few of both of your tournaments.
Right.
I believe they were at a tournament that you guys had at Holy Innocents last year that I helped work.
That's correct. Would have been a couple of years now, but, yeah, the St. Joseph's High School there in Lupardis off to a fine start right here.
Another turnover. Gabby coming down quickly. She's like a ball out of a cannon.
Yes.
Nice little fake there, up and in.
Oh, she's rolling here today, and off to a fantastic start. Hard to miss her. All that hair flying around, but that's just kind of her signature. Skylar Diggins has got the headband, but Gabby, she's got the hair, and it makes her seem like she's playing all the harder.
Good look there by Chaplin, as she's able to find Cassidy on the backside block. Chaplin, I'd like to see her get a little bit bigger post presence here. She's definitely got the size advantage.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her seal off her and call for the ball a little bit more.
I think she's going to have a big game in this game. Gabby and her should trade buckets in a lot of ways. Nice bucket on the weak side there by number 143. That is
great ball movement so far as we see a turnover here. This one, Mackenzie Tyner going back the other direction. She's going to lose that out of bounds. It will stay white basketball, it looks like, as we're going to have mass substitutions by both teams coming on in. It's almost 5 for 5 here.
Yeah, 143, that was Reagan Dargan out of Irmo, South Carolina, that made that previous basket.
Nice shot from the corner, no good by Sydney Jackson. Ball on the floor, going to come out to Gabby. Gabby goes baseline. Ooh, challenged by Chaplin. Like the fact that Gabby's not afraid, though, to go up, get the contact. She'll go to the line to shoot one.
And very willing to go to either hand. You saw her put it on the floor to her left hand right there. Fearless going into the lane.
And she knocks down her free throw. Puts her team up 9-8 with 11.5 minutes remaining here in the first half of game number 2 of the afternoon session. Good look down the low to Chaplin. Chaplin with a nice little 10-foot turnaround.
Chaplin must have a little earbud in her ear listening to you. She's starting to call for that ball underneath.
Nice job there by Black. I believe that's Sydney Jackson there to force a turnover. Gabby up and in. Nice of her to come down the lane, and even better feed by Jackson to get the easy two.
Great use of the backboard, too. You always got to like that.
I've never understood why kids don't use the backboard. 2 points is 2 points.
It's
Gabby off to Jackson. Jackson deep, two, off the front of the rim. Nice little putback up and in. This one by Sarah Jude.
Nice one there by Jude. She uses the backboard, but I think that's an experience thing. The more that you play the game of basketball and you understand that gives you more margin of error, the more likely that you're going to use it.
Gabby back the other direction, leading the 2-on-1. Nice feed up ahead. Great job there by Sean Kelly Darks to gather herself and go up with left hand, left side. As they extend the lead out to 5, 15-10 with 10 minutes remaining here in the first half.
And Darks, just a 7th grader, if I'm not mistaken, 2020.
Wow.
Her older sister, Taylor Darks, will sign to play at Furman University this fall, 2015 prospect out of the Cincinnati, Ohio area. We've known Taylor for a long time. Taylor, was an EBA veteran for many of these years, and now Sean Kelly going to be able to get her exposure here on the SUV TV.
Another miss there by Jackson. Ball on the floor. Chaplin's fighting for it. Sorry, that's not Chaplin. That is Raquel Cassidy. She's going to come up with it. She'll get it out quickly over to Swartz. Swartz over to Fox. Fox deep three. Counted nothing but the bottom of the net. Great looking shot there by Fox. Jackson back the other direction, looking to push. Looking down low, finally gets it to, looks like that's Reynolds. First time we've called her name today. I believe it's Carria Reynolds.
Yes. Yeah, Reynolds, another one of those players out of the Team Elite Pointer organization. Big post player. You see the soft touch there at the line. Prospect with a lot of potential in front of her.
Fox over to Swartz. Swartz over to Williamson. Williamson dancing just a little bit in the corner. Back up top to Swartz. Swartz with a nice fake. Off in the corner is Williamson, off. Rebound comes down, get it out to Gabby. Gabby's gonna push it. Nice little step through, up off the front of the rim. Rebound though grabbed by Reynolds, who goes up and in with it. Nice job there to stay with it. Looks like we're gonna get substitutions coming in. 8 minutes here remaining in the first half. 13-19, black over white here, game number 2 of the afternoon session of the EBA Fab 5 camp. Brought to you by ProspectsNationsTV.com.
Yeah, I was reminded by Brandon Clay in between games that all of the kids on this court in the afternoon session will be 2018 and 2019 prospects. Good drive down the lane there by, that's 145.
Sutton West.
Yeah, Sutton. All the 2017 prospects are actually playing on court 5 today. So those are your sophomores. You have 8th graders and freshmen playing exclusively on this court today. Sutton getting her first action of the Fab 5 camp in gameplay. She was actually not with us yesterday, but came in today and making a splash early.
Williamson 4-3, rimmed out. Ball will go out of bounds. It will stay white basketball. Williamson looking a little disappointed in herself as she was knocking down some pretty good shots there in game 1. She's having a tough time here in game 2. No doubt she'll get it going here soon. As we see another missed shot, Black coming out the other direction. Talia Roberts, ball on the floor. Sarah Jude went a little Pele there trying to keep it in bounds.
Well, in soccer, I think that would have stayed in bounds.
It would have. Missed shot back the other direction, Mackenzie Tyner.
Ooh, okay.
Tyner right hand, left side, no good. Rebound coming down. Williamson back out the other direction. Williamson 2-on-2, decides to pull up just a little too much. Would like to see her going off glass there as we just talked about. Back the other direction. Reagan Dargan. Dargan, right hand, right side. Can't get it to fall. Rebound's going to come down. We're going to get a jump ball, and it will stay White basketball.
Yeah, Williamson right there, that's an experience thing right there. As she plays a little bit more basketball in the future, she'll learn that angle right there. That's a perfect time to kiss it off the glass. But Williamson had a big first game. Yet to get it on track here in the second one, but you can definitely see her playmaking ability.
Deep three off the front of the rim. Rebound grab by Stock. Is that Stockoff? It is. She just flipped her jersey inside out. No. Who's?
Yeah, 83, Catherine Stockoff, Brentwood, Tennessee.
Chaplin will get the ball in. Schwartz coming down the other direction. I'm sorry, make that Moss. Good thought there by Chaplin. Cassie, though, not able to get her hands on it. 4.5 minutes remaining, 21-13. Here in first half action of game number 2. Tyner. Deep three, no good. Rebound grabbed by her teammates. Put up, ball on the floor. Chaplin going to come out with it. Gets it out quickly. Great thought, just a little too much on it. White almost able to save it. It will go out of bounds as Olivia Swanson's not able to hold on to it.
Jeff, I've got to say that of all the games that we've done here today, this is the first one in which we haven't had a barrage of three-pointers.
Yeah.
About every other game, I think we've started the half with about 4 or 5.
No, but just like every other game we've done, we've had some great guard play.
Yep.
And Gabby Lupardis is not letting us down in this one with her play here. She's been phenomenal as her team's enjoying a 10-point lead. Another rim out, Gabby with a rebound. She's going to get it out quickly. Looking up, great look on the other side. Another great job there by Darks to finish.
I like Darks a lot. She's young, she's still learning, still got a lot of development in front of her. But she's running the court, and Lupardis gives her the reward for running with her.
Williamson, another rim out. I like the fact that she's still staying aggressive with her shot. Back the other way is Jackson. Jackson's going to pull it out over to Gabby. Gabby thinks about it, takes it. Deep three, knocks that down. She's continuing with her fantastic first half. As the coaches are going back and forth a little bit there. Schwartz with it, top of the key. Going right down the middle, throws it up. Off left, rebound will come down to Black. Gabby's going to come out of it again with Cannon leading the 3-on-2. Nice feed to Darks. Chaplin, though, with a heck of a block. Able to scoop it up. She'll get it back over the other way is Fox. Fox with a great thought. Just able to be knocked away by a great defensive play there by Sutton West. Gabby other side hangs in the air and able to knock down the layup.
What great body control to be able to change and to put that in.
30-13.
Lepard is really showing out here, and boy, this was just a close game a minute ago, and all of a sudden the Black team got on a run.
Harris looking down low for Schwartz, can't find her ball, turnover. Darks on the floor, we're gonna get a jump ball. It's going to stay. It's gonna go Black basketball. We'll see Lepardis inbound the basketball here for Black. 85 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, 2 16-minute halves, both of them running clocks. Darks over to Gabby. Gabby taking her time over to Jackson. Jackson goes left to right, right to left. Throws it up middle of the lane. Rebound grab by Chaplin. Chaplin picked up her dribble. able to get it up to Fox. Nice little stutter step by Fox, throws it off the backboard. No good, but she'll go to the line to shoot one.
Well, one of the bright spots for the white team, at least here in this half, has been the play of number 26, Logan Fox, out of Westchester, Ohio, in with all of those other girls from the Cincinnati area. She's hit a couple of threes here today. Been a good showing for her.
Great job there by Harris to be able to gather enough to get the shot off. Back the other direction, though, is West. West with a nice dish off over to Jackson. Jackson able to finish right hand, right side.
I like West a lot. She's got some length. You can see her even be able to handle in the open court. You know, for a big kid of her size, that's pretty unique. And then having the presence of mind of being able to elevate and then dump it off to the teammate, even more impressive.
Fox, deep three, off the side of the rim, rebound up in the air. Final seconds. They won't get a shot off, and we'll go to halftime with black leading white, 32-13 here. Game number 2 of the EBA Fab 5 camp, brought to you by ProspectsNation.com here on ProspectsNationTV.com. Sponsored, of course, by Peach State Basketball, where every gym is home. We'll be back here with second half action live on ProspectNationTV.com. Welcome back to second half action live here on ProspectNationsTV.com, featuring the EBA Fab 5 camp. The underclassmen here taking center stage here on court 4 at Swanee Sports Academy. I am Jeff Benedict. He is the Jonathan Hemingway. As we see a quick stop and pop there from Ali Moss. Nice little put that back there from Stockhoff. Able to get that one to drop, trying to get her team back in this ball game as they're down 17, which may seem like a lot, but it's not insurmountable. We saw a 15-point lead earlier this afternoon evaporate just like that with great play. As Darks finds Jackson, sorry, that's not Jackson. Darks finds Dargan with the miss. Back the other direction comes Stockhoff and company. Nice little stop and pop there from Moss. And just like that, it's a quick 4-0 run here to start the second half.
Well, one thing that could change up the composition of this game is that both teams are now going to go back to man-to-man defense. So if the white team struggled against scoring against the zone, they'll have their opportunity to go against the man-to-man, and that could change the how this game is arranged a little bit.
Stockhoff going to get called for the travel. Good thought, just put the ball down just a split second earlier. Darks will inbound the basketball. She'll get it into Talia Roberts wearing 182. Roberts with a spin move in the lane, loses the basketball. Looks like it's gonna stay Black basketball as they enjoy, again, a 15-point lead. Black trying to get it in, finally do, but it's gonna go off Roberts and it will go back to White. Back comes Moss. Moss gonna be picked up defensively by Roberts. Nice little screen there by Chaplin. Chaplin puts the ball on the floor, goes baseline up. Can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line to shoot one.
A lot of these shots that Chaplin is missing here today, she was making yesterday. It could be the culmination of all the camp maybe setting in a little bit of fatigue-wise.
But you can still see the athleticism.
Oh, no
I mean,
doubt.
shots aren't going to fall all the time, but you can still
Yeah.
see the fact that she's got some great game.
The activity is there. You know,
Right.
that's what I'm impressed with too, is the fact that even though things aren't going right for her, maybe every bounce of the ball isn't going for her, she's still playing hard.
Nice job there by Stockhoff to get it up and in. Trying to get her team back within it. They're only down 13 now with 13-10 remaining here in the second half of game number 2. Roberts calling out a play. Gonna get a screen out top from Darks, over to Darks. Darks back over to Roberts. Roberts there with the screen from Tyner, lets it fly off the back of the rim too much. Chaplin gonna go up and get the rebound. She's gonna get it out quickly to Moss. Moss gonna lose the basketball. Chaplin though swoops in out of nowhere, able to create a fury for it. Gives it up to Stockhoff. Stockhoff's gonna go 1-on-2 off the board. Chaplin with the rebound, gonna get a shot blocked. Nice job there defensively
Yeah.
by Reagan Dargan, although even better job by Chaplin of staying with it, and now she'll go to the line to shoot another free throw.
Dargan's one of those kids, that's 143 in black. He's got a lot of natural ability that I think has really just been untapped. You see her block that shot, the athleticism inside. I think it's still up in the air whether or not she's going to be a small forward or, possibly be kind of one of these active, run and jump four players that sometimes we see. But Dargan is one of those kids that I identify in these camp settings as, kind of circle her, put a little star by her and say, hey, keep an eye on this kid in the future, because if she keeps working, developing those skills, she's got a bright future in front of her.
The Black basketball is out inbound right there in front of their own bench. 11:45 and counting. 32-19. Black up over White. Get it into Gabby. Gabby had one heck of a first half. Put on an absolute show. Nice baseline move there. Can't finish. But on the rebound, up and in is going to be Reynolds. Oh, I'm sorry, she didn't make that one. Over to Williamson. Williamson struggling the first half. Look for here to break out of her shell. As she goes right to left. Can't get that one to fall. Again, I love the fact that she's still being aggressive, though, and hasn't. A lot of times you see kids take pity on themselves because they're not getting things to fall, and she's still being aggressive, which you love to see. Fox with the rebound. Fox gets up to Williamson. Williamson with some nifty dribbling there against Gabby. Goes baseline, throws it up. This one rims out.
It's just like every shot for Williamson is just right there. It's supposed to go in, but tough breaks for her.
And look ahead, Jackson not able to get to that ball for Black, so it'll go back to White. 10:39 and counting here remaining in the second half. Again, we want to thank all of the viewers at home watching their friends, granddaughters, nieces, daughters, friends, whatever the case may be, sisters. We appreciate everybody checking in here on ProspectNationsTV.com. Powered by SUV TV, I guess you could say. Shout out to Marcus Burnett, owner and runner of SUV TV. Does a great job with his production.
Yeah, I can definitely second that. Marcus has worked tirelessly over the years to improve the quality of the picture that you see on every one of his broadcasts.
It's amazing. I started with him 3 years ago, and it's amazing just to see the level of professionalism as far as the equipment goes. And he's worked his rear off to get it to where it's at today, and the future's bright for that guy.
Yeah, no doubt. If you've got a high school tournament or anything that you need live broadcasting with, call up Marcus Burnett. He'll do a A1 job, first class with that guy.
Fox stays with it, not able to knock that one down. Cassidy able to get it, no good. Swartz throws it up, just kind of blind throws it up. Fox is going to come down with it though. She's going to get out to Williamson. Williamson is going to go right to left, left to right. Going to kick it out to Swartz just a little bit too far. Swartz will regather, good skip pass over to Harris. Harris inside the lane, won't fall, but she'll go to the line to shoot one.
Harris is another one of those kids that that I would put a star by. 142 here in white, shooting the free throw. She's got a lot of natural ability, the length out of the Cincinnati, Ohio area. A lot of untapped skills, some skills still to polish. Hopefully she'll take some of those skills back. Good finish there by Kaya Reynolds on the interior.
And you said these were all 2017 and 2018? 2018, 2019?
These are all 2018s and 2019s.
2018 and 2019.
All the 2017s are playing on court 5. They play against one another. So these are just 8th and 9th graders for the most part. We'll have just a handful of 2020 kids that are out there, but
I'll tell you, to see this kind of talent in this age group is amazing.
Well, it's reputation, that these young girls know that, and their parents and their coaches know that when it comes to getting exposure and high-level skill training, that the Elite Basketball Academy is the place to go.
Typically when you have higher events like this one, where it's kids that have to be invited, exposure events, the old cliche, you get exposure or you get exposed.
Yeah.
And so far, you can't say that about any girls. They've all done a fantastic job of holding their own in a team atmosphere.
Right. And another point that I would like to make, as far as that goes, and as Gabby can't get her pull-up to fall this time, is that for a lot of these girls, they play on high school teams where often they're the best player.
Right.
Or maybe they're with a travel team that, they play with one good player, maybe a couple others. There's that Cherkoff with the lay-in.
Yes. Gabby behind the back.
But the fact that you're able to come here and to play against, the other best players is very valuable. It's not that, every time that you just get to play with this amount of talent. So, for some of these kids, coming in and having to kind of blend in with other good players is a very valuable experience.
And I'll say this from somebody who played college ball, football, not basketball, but sending kids to college, sent quite a few kids to Division I basketball and football as well. They have a hard time adjusting because now everybody you play with was the kid on their high school team, and a lot of and you see kids fall through the cracks because they don't know how to deal with that.
Right.
Shot attempt there, off the mark by Olivia Swanston.
And so I think in that way these type of camps are very good, because if you're constantly playing with other kids that can play, as Chaplin.
By Chaplin.
Yeah, Chaplin gets that one to go. Well, you start learning at a very early age, well, I don't have to take every shot. I have to dominate the ball. I can pass to other players, and they can make plays with it.
And by the way, just look at that. It's now a 7-point game. As Chaplin's going to get called for a travel. This was a 20-point game or 19-point game at halftime. It's now down to 7 with 5.5 minutes remaining here in the half.
Yeah, I think that man-to-man defense really turned the tables in a lot of ways.
Chaplin going to come up with the rebound. She's going to get it out quickly. Up to Swanson. Swanson with a nice stop move. Allowed Gabby to go right by her, so she had the easy finish at the hoop, but now all of a sudden it's a 5-point lead. We're going to see mass substitutions here momentarily. And another turnover here at half court, as the white team's defense has just been relentless here in the second half. Williamson finally able to get a bucket to drop for her. That probably not a good thing, and she's going to get her confidence back up.
Not a good thing maybe for the black team here.
Right. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Chaplin with a great block. Going to get it out quickly over here to Moss.
You also notice the pace of play has really sped up in the past few minutes.
Stockhoff, left hand off the side. Rebound's going to come down. Stockhoff's going to give chase, but it's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay. It'll go back to black.
And going to get the substitutions in here. But the guard play for the white team has definitely taken over. Kids like Stockhoff, Moss, Schwartz, even Williamson have really flipped the tables on black. So see what happens here in this last 4 minutes of this game.
Reagan Dargan with the basketball is going to bring it up, get it over quickly to Sutton West. I believe that was Roberts who flipped that up. It was back the other direction, comes White. Schwartz with the basketball. Nice feed down low to Chaplin. Chaplin with the stop and pop. And all of a sudden now, it's a 1-point game, 36-35. 3:30, this was a 19-point game here at the start of the half. And you're right, coming out in that man-to-man defense has made all the difference in the world. As we see Stockhoff go up, can't finish. It looks like they had a foul call. Stockhoff will go to the line with a chance to put her team up 1 with 3:10 and counting.
Stockhoff has really been active in this second half, just making a lot of plays, you know, in the kind of in this transition game. She'll get an opportunity at the free throw line now.
And she puts her team up 1. What a comeback here.
Nice looking free throw too. I like that soft touch there.
Jackson 4-3, knocks that one down.
Wow.
Actually, they called that a deep 2. Coach is calling for a 3, but they called it a 2. Nice job there by Schwartz with the crossover. Gets it over to Harris. Harris up top to Logan. Logan Fox. Fox, nice job to Stockhoff. Stockhoff can't finish at the rim. Rebound up in the air, now on the floor. Jackson will come up with it for the black team. Over to Roberts. Roberts, nice find up top to West. West able to finish at the bucket. Nice job there to beat the press.
That's one of these things here with the black team. If they can handle the ball, they're going to end up with good, easy shots. However, what they've been doing is turning it over and giving easy shots to the white team.
Chaplin with a nice move in the lane. Ooh, that's a tough shot. Roberts being picked up by Schwartz, full court. It goes right around Schwartz. Nice job there by Fox to knock the ball away. It's not good. So I just had Raquel Cassidy walk by the bench limping.
And never a good sign, but a costly turnover here with just a minute and a half left. Up 3 points for the black team. Let's see what the white team can do to cut into this lead.
I'm wasting a little bit more time on the clock to get the substitution in.
That's Brandon Mayweather over there. He's the boys' high school coach at Central Gwinnett High School. Good guy. Camp veteran too. He knows how to take some seconds off the clock.
Schwartz with the 4. Stockhoff able to come up and gets over to Chaplin. Chaplin goes down the lane. Left hand, left side, no call. It looks like now she's going to get one. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 41 seconds, and they're stopping the clock.
Evidently, Christian Simmons, who is the coach of the white team, had somebody back behind the score clock there to stop it. Not necessarily a part of the rules, but hey, it's a camp. It's a camp setting. You know, sometimes these things can happen.
Chaplin not able to knock down the free throw. Gabby will come up with it. Gabby been very quiet here in the second half after a great first half, as Williamson's going to get called for the shove there on defense. And it looks like we are going to go to stoppage every time a dead ball happens.
Maybe a little bit of karma there for White. changing the rules, and they end up missing the free throw anyhow, right?
We're going to get a push out front by Moss. Gabby will inbound the basketball for Black. Looks to get it in. She gets it in the backcourt over to Roberts. Roberts with a nice little swing through. Over to Chaplin. Chaplin's going to get it up over to Moss. Moss in the corner.
No way.
To Stockhouse.
Oh.
No good. Gabby will come down with the rebound. That will end the game number 2. As Black is able to hold on. They blew a 19-point lead here in the second half, but they were able to hold on and win 40-37. That will end game number 2. When we come back, we'll bring you the third and final game here and wrap up the day from the EBA Fab 5 camp here, the Underclassmen in the afternoon session here on ProspectsNation.tv.com.